Hello there, it's Claire Leroy here from the Little Design Corner, and welcome back to my channel where I create videos for designers, decorators and home renovators who are looking to create beautiful homes to live in and businesses that they love to work in as well. And what I want to do on this video is actually give you a tour of the home that we're living in at the moment. And the reason I want to do that is because we have just bought a new house, and so we're going to be moving shortly, and I wanted to sort of do a little bit of a tour because I haven't done actually a full tour of this house yet for you on the YouTube channel. I've done a few rooms, I've shown you a few bits and pieces around the house, but I haven't given you like a full walkthrough of how it all works and how it's all laid out and all of that sort of thing. So I thought that might be of interest. You guys really do enjoy these videos when I do a bit of a walk around and talk about some of the things to do with the house and some of the stuff that I've done in the house. So I hope you really enjoy that. And of course, I also am looking forward to documenting it because then we've got that for the kids and for our own sort of memories once we've moved out of this house, so that we have that sort of tour and where we lived in this period. So that is what I'm doing today. Now, I did record the video that you're going to see a couple of days ago, and we actually only just had the offer on the new house accepted yesterday. So I'm talking a bit like we might be moving, we're not quite sure what we're doing, and then an offer got accepted on a property that we're interested in. So it is a little out of date in terms of the sequence of things, but you'll get the hang of that, so that's totally fine. So just to let you know about that. Now, if these sorts of videos do sound of interest to you and you are new around here, please do hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified of when my next videos go live. That notification bell will also help you know when they are up. They usually come out every Thursday. And so let's jump in now to taking a look at this tour of my house, and I'll walk you through and show you all around the spaces. So let's jump over in a second. Okay, so we will start at the front of the house, and we call our house the Royal Palms, which, as you can see, is because we've got these beautiful big palm trees on the driveway here, and it also feels a little bit like living at a resort, living at our house. So we have nicknamed it the Royal Palms, and this is the front. Now, as you can immediately see, the big issue that we have for Hugo is that we have this huge flight of stairs at the front of the house, and so this is extremely impractical for him, and we can't get him in at all. So we originally knew this, of course, and then we knew that he was always going to live in a wheelchair, so it seems like a weird house to buy, but we did think that we were going to be able to ramp around the side, which I'll show you in a second, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that. That's still an option, so we are considering that. We haven't made a lot of changes to the front. We've done a bit of update to the garden, just tidied that up a little bit. Might try and put up a picture of what it looked like before so that you can see that. I got this new garage door here, custom made. I designed it myself and then got it made locally, and that's made a massive difference to the way the house looks. And then we also painted it, so the paint colors are, I might have to put them in the comments. So we've got Lexicon half is the white, Domino is the dark grey, and the wall is, I'm gonna have to think about that. I know what it is, but I've had a mental blank, so I'll come back to that. And then we just updated the lights and did a few things there as well. Grey pale, pretty sure it's grey pale. Yes, it is grey pale, Dulux colour. And these pots are from a company that's unfortunately closed down now, but they make a really nice difference to the front as well. All right, that's a bit long on the front. Let me just show you around the side here so you can see the problem with the side, and then we'll go in and take a look. So what I was hoping originally, and we still might be able to do this, is to be able to ramp up this side. So we've got a couple of steps and it's already sloped, so that's a possibility still, and one that we're considering, but it's going to be quite a steep ramp, and it's going to require quite a bit of construction there, so we're just still considering how to do that. So let's take a look. We live on a really nice cul-de-sac, and so that part of it's really nice, and we've got really good access onto the driveway, obviously. So if we just come up the front door, got this beautiful frangipani tree. They look a bit dead in winter, but they look really nice in summer. Okay, and then this is what it looks like. Now, I know I've shown you parts of this before. I definitely have shown you the kitchen before and other rooms, but I don't think I've ever shown you, I know I haven't shown you the full tour of how it all pieces together. So this is what I wanted to do, to just document so that you guys, because I know you guys find these videos helpful and interesting, and also it's nice to document for myself and also for the kids and stuff. So this is the kitchen, which we have toured before. It needs a renovation, so this is the other project that needs to be done if we do end up staying. But it's perfectly livable, and it's actually quite okay. There's few issues with it, but otherwise it's quite nice. So then the kitchen sort of opens into this dining and lounge space, which is a little bit small. Hugo's bedroom's over there, which we're going to look at in a second, and there's not a lot of room to maneuver him around in his wheelchair. It is possible, but he does have a walker that he walks around in, sort of moves around in, so it's not super easy for him to do that in this space. There's a bit of space here in the entry foyer, but not a huge amount. And then obviously the house is split over a number of levels. We've got already this level that goes up to our second story, and then we've got this level up to our sort of family room, which I'll show you in a second. So, you know, that doesn't work for him, obviously. So over here, which way will we go? We'll go this way. So this is the dining room, obviously, and the living room, and then that goes out to the garden there, which we'll go out and have a look at in a second. But looking back this way, that's the dining space, and over here is the living space and up to the stairs. So, so that's sort of the space. There's a few of these sort of structural columns, as you can see, so they're a bit of a pain. I don't really like those, they're difficult to work around. Again, it's doable and it's not a massive deal, but these are the sorts of things that we sort of are trying to avoid, obviously, and trying to think about how we can resolve and deal with that stuff if possible, but I just don't know if that's going to be possible. All right, anyway, here is Hugo's bedroom, which maybe I've shown before, or I might have shown some pictures on social media. He has this special bed, which is pretty amazing actually. So normally hospital type beds are pretty ugly. This one's quite sweet. It's got these colourful bars. He can sit up in bed, so he needs a bed that can at night, I'll show you sort of how it looks, that can at night be closed up so that he's perfectly safe, and it goes up and down so that that helps our backs when we're changing him, and also it can lower to the floor so that we can transfer him onto his wheelchair and that sort of thing. So that's really handy. So it's not, you know, not the nicest looking thing in the world, but it's definitely not the ugliest thing in terms of what hospital beds could look like. And then I closed in sort of this space here, which inside has more storage for his other equipment. So it's a very deep cupboard, and instead of putting, you know, this storage sort of joinery stuff all the way through, which is definitely a possibility for people who might buy the house from us eventually, I've just saved this bit at the end for his shower chair and his other wheelchair and that sort of thing. So that's really handy because it means that his actual room can be used for, you know, therapy and just playing on the floor and that sort of thing, which is really good because it's a really nice big sized room. So that is Hugo's bedroom. And then we come out, and over here is the laundry and the bathroom, which I definitely know I've toured for you guys before. And so you can go and take a look at those videos on my channel. I've done a full tour of this laundry and explained sort of all the measurements and the dimensions and all the information about it. So if you're interested in that, just go and take a look at that. This is it's got a nice window out to the garden. It's got a nice sort of hanging rod from the ceiling. So yeah, definitely I've done a big tour of this, so you can go and take a look at that. And then we are into the sort of downstairs bathroom. This has been designed for Hugo. So at the end, again, I've done a tour in this space before, but we've got this completely open sort of area that you definitely could put a shower screen up if you wanted to, whoever, you know, if anyone wanted to when they bought. But for Hugo, it's really easy. We can just wheel him straight in. There's no thresholds, and we use this shower head thing here to help wash him. So that's that space. Got some good storage here under the stairs, as you can see, and when we were updating, these are sort of simple things that you can do. So they had some really ugly handles on this little cabinet here. So I just updated those with these quite nice little, I don't know if you can see they've got sort of, there we go, sort of a bit of a better angle. So that's what those little handles look like. And then we just store suitcases and vacuum and the Christmas decorations and stuff under there. Bit messy, that's all right. We'll just keep the door shut to that. But they're good little updates you can do if you you know, purchase a house and it looks a bit ugly, there are things that you can do to modernise it and make it look a lot better. And the same with things like, I've talked about this in other videos, but simple things like just changing out your door handles and that sort of thing is like really a good thing and a quick and cheap thing to be able to do to update a house when you get it if it's a bit outdated. This is always a popular picture on my social media, little bench from Green Cathedral there, so that's a nice little place at the front door. And then up here is our family room, and this is a really nice space. I'll just sort of show you. It's got these really beautiful ceilings, really high ceilings, and all the light, and we've got views of the national park as well, which is really nice. And we spend a lot of time up here, so I do, my son does his practice up here, so I do that with him each day, and so we spend a lot of time doing that, or fighting about that, I should say. And then we've obviously got a big TV in here. I got some curtains put up. It was a tricky room to think about window dressings because I wanted to keep the view, obviously, but it was a bit tricky working out how to do that curtain rod. So as you can see, I've sort of got that rounded curtain rod across the top, across each window, so that's come out really well. I think that's worked really well. Huge sofa to watch TV, and then over here, you've probably seen this on my social media as well, is like some desks for the boys to do their homework or drawing or whatever. They're just from IKEA, and the chairs are from Hay. So the idea is to do their homework. They normally do their homework at their desk actually, but but it's a spot for them to do activities, and then some extra seating because we often have lots of people in the house. So, you know, a bit more seating. My dad's very old, so he finds it hard to get down onto that couch anyway. So it's some chairs that he finds a bit more comfortable, things like that. So as you can see, if I come over here and look at the view, you can see one of the reasons why we're reluctant to move out of this place, because these are the views that we get out to the national park and beyond. So it's really quite nice. And that opens to a little balcony, which you will have seen from the front as well. So that's that space. This map's always very popular. It's from IKEA. They don't sell that anymore. There's some kind of controversy over one of the C's being named, some controversial something, and they had to discontinue it. But I believe that it sells for a huge amount on eBay, this print these days. So that's interesting. But yeah, the boys are always coming in here and checking stuff out on where in the world things are and all that sort of stuff. So it's a really nice thing to have in our family room. Okay, so that's that. Now, beyond the kitchen is our study, but I think my husband's in there on a work call, so we might just pop in.
Sorry, I missed.
Which he was. So we'll go down here, which is to the garage. So we've got entry into the garage, and we've got a bit of a gym sort of set up there, which we used a lot in COVID time. We don't use that too much during the normal time. Everyone takes their shoes off before they come in, so we've got shoes down there. And then down here is another media room, which again I have put up on my social media. I haven't actually checked what the state of this is before coming down here. We can open these shutters that we've got. And so this has got this nice sofa, and then we've got a huge TV over there, and some more seating and stuff. The boys come down here a lot. I don't come down a huge amount. It was meant to be for me. And then, anyway, I need to tidy that couch up, but this is a nice space to have. And then here in the corner is Jeffrey. So Jeffrey, my boys all do, and my husband all do jiu-jitsu. And so Jeffrey is a doll that my husband bought during coronavirus when they all couldn't go to jiu-jitsu, and they all wrestle with Jeffrey. And I swear, Jeffrey appears in all different parts of the house, and he gives me the fright of my life because he is basically man-sized, and he'll sometimes just be like sitting at the dining table or something, and I will just get the hugest fright. So he is a bit of a family joke, and he's stuffed with our old clothes, including my mother's old bras, which is also a very funny part of the story of Jeffrey as well. Anyway, that's Jeffrey, so say hello to Jeffrey. And that is our media room. So as you can see, again, another room that is down a lot of stairs. not good for Hugo. So we've got a lot of space and it's really helpful, but it's not hugely helpful for Hugo to be able to access. So that's the garage. Then we go back up here, we've got the study. And then I will take you up to the second level of the house. So this is where we've got the master bedroom and then the bedrooms for the two other boys as well. Got a nice view of the pool and things as you come up this way. Go straight into the master as you come up the top. So the boys' bedrooms are down there, which we'll go and have a look at in a second. But this is the master, which again I have shown pictures of before. So that's that. And again, we've got really nice views and a balcony out to the national park. So this is the view out here, which is obviously really nice. So there's a lot to really like about this house for sure. So this is that. Got this nice sofa set up in here. So it's sort of like a bit of a parents' retreat up here. I don't sit up here that much. Sometimes my husband takes calls from there now that he's working from home. I'm in my active gear. Hello. This we've seen before. This is all the walk-in wardrobe. I've done tours of all these spaces before, so you can check all this out on my channel if you want to have a look at these in more detail. And then we've obviously got the bathroom. I've got my clothes waiting to wear soon. Once I've had my shower, I just wanted to quickly do this when I got back from my walk today. But again, I've done a whole tour of this space, so you can take a look at that if you want to. So that is the ensuite, and then it's really more orienting you to how the space is all laid out. This is always popular. This is another really good, cheap option for renovating, which is this barn style door. I just got that from Bunnings actually, and the builder just customized the door slightly. I got this handle from Muto, so that works really nicely in this space, because otherwise we'd have the door opening to the middle of the room, which is a bit ugly. And then we've got the boys' bathroom, which was renovated just before we bought this house. Not to my taste, definitely, but I feel too guilty ripping out a brand new bathroom. So, and anyway, they're such grots that they don't really deserve a brand new bathroom. So we haven't done this space. I guess I probably at some point would do it, because as I said, it's not really to my taste. Probably I could actually swap that vanity out for something white maybe, but it's also not been done very high quality, as you can see down here. That tiling job there, not the best. So yeah, it's got a few issues, but perfectly okay for the boys for the minute. This is a very popular print that most people really like. That's the Enzo Mari print. Love that. And then this cute little artwork because my family like the beach. I've got this little spot here because there's a little random spot at the end of the corridor. So I just put one of these little leaning tables. I think this is a hay table as well. Anyway, I can't remember what it is, but just got like sort of leans against the wall. Then this is my youngest son's bedroom. So he probably has the best views in the house, I think. So this is his little area. So they've both got shelves like this on their walls, which are from IKEA, which is so handy. So they've got a little cabinet at the bottom that they can store some stuff. And then my kids are all massive readers, so they all have all their books and stuff on the shelves. And that's his bed. Those little cabinets were from Freedom quite a long time ago now, little plywood sort of things. And the beds are from Plyroom. So that's his bed. Got his more books over there in his book trolley, and this cute print, which I think I've told you guys about before, I'm not sure, but my mum bought each of the boys a vintage poster when they were 1 as their first birthday present. So this is the one for Archie, which is so cute. And actually he ended up becoming a violin player, so to have the violin there and stuff is really, it's very much him. So anyway, it's really nice. So they've each got one of those. These wardrobes that the boys have, so these were here, and they've got some sort of just cheap doors, but I cheered them up with these handles from Anne Black, I think it is, ceramic handles. They're really nice. So I've got the same ones in the laundry, so each boy got a different colour. And then I just replaced the internals of these wardrobes, so all the internals are completely new, which works really well. That was a very inexpensive way of updating those wardrobes. And then Archie also gets a beautiful view from his bedroom. In fact, I think, as I said, he gets the best view. So he's just sort of out that way. It's pretty nice. Looking at our palm trees. And that is his room. And then my eldest son's room is just across the corridor here. He actually, what we did here, this, if I come back here, this little space here used to actually just be like a walk-in linen closet, and the opening to his bedroom actually used to be here. So you can sort of at the end of the corridor here. So the bedroom was quite small because of that. So what we did was actually knock the wall between the linen closet and that bedroom down to create a bigger bedroom for him, which has worked really well, and he's got a really nice room as well. Again, we've got the same concept here with the existing wardrobe doors, but then I just refit. I think he's quite messy, but let's just see. Oh, it's not too bad for a boy. So then we just refit the internals with brand new stuff for him so that he could have his stuff. He is a drawer, as you can see. Look at his amazing drawings. He is just turned 12, so they are his drawings. He's been drawing since he was so young, and they're very, very good. And that's his bed. That's his toy monkey he's had since he was a baby. I'm sure he'll absolutely hate me putting that up on YouTube, but that's okay. And then he has a view out to the pool and stuff, which is quite nice as well. So they're all really nice big size rooms and really bright. And then again, behind the door here, I put some of these IKEA shelves. He's got all his books, and he does model making and a whole bunch of stuff. Like he hand painted those soldiers at the top. So he's pretty artistic, my son. Clever boy. And yeah, so that's his bedroom. So I think I've toured the whole house pretty much now. Hang on, we haven't done the garden. So let me go out the back garden. So we'll go back down the stairs, give you a quick tour of the back garden, and then we'll be done. So I hope you find this tour interesting. I always love sticky baking at other people's houses. So the other thing I thought I'd mention, I'm just doing this with my iPhone and with my earpods in. If you are a designer or running a business and you think that you have content like this that you would want to share with people, then definitely don't let the tech just hold you up from doing that stuff, because this is like very low tech video that I'm making here, but trying to just offer value and give, you know, some tips and tricks and stuff and just a bit of a tour. So don't let the tech stop you from, you know, touring some of your projects or your own home and popping that up on YouTube or on your website or anything like that. So anyway, just a little thing to mention. Okay, so here's our outdoor area. We've got these nice dining chairs from Tate Furniture, and this dining table is looking a little worse for wear. It needs a bit of a sand, but it's a huge table and really good for when we've got a big gathering of people over, which happens. The bar cart is always very popular. That is from IKEA, believe it or not, but I'm not sure if they still have it. I really like that. And then the sofa's from Freedom. So it's a really sort of nice, you can see why we call it the Royal Palms now, because it is a bit like being on holidays all the time. Over here is a bit messy. I've got my son's model making area. Got to try and find a solution for that for him, because obviously that's not ideal to be looking at. We've got an outdoor toilet here, which is full of my son's model making stuff, so no one can use it at the moment. But very handy for the pool, and I don't know why he keeps opening that door. But we live near the bush, so I don't really want to have spiders and snakes in my toilet particularly. Okay, and then we've got some nice sort of, you know, outdoor pot plants. That one's a bit dead because I'm not very good at keeping pot plants alive. We've got more chairs from Tate here, hanging plant, the barbecue's down here. And then this is down to that side path that I was showing you at the beginning of the video. And yeah, and then we've got the swimming pool, which does need to be updated, so it doesn't look too bad in the video probably, but it needs a bit of a renovation. Needs a repaint and some more tiling, and I'd probably do the paving and stuff around it as well, probably change to a glass fence and stuff, but have to decide what we want to do about that. So that's that space as well. So that is the back of the house. So there you go. So I hope you found that tour interesting and helpful. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit the thumbs up on the video, because that would really be helpful for my channel. And also remember to subscribe if you like videos like this. I have videos about design and SketchUp and running a design business and all different things. So if that sort of stuff is of interest to you, please do hit the subscribe button and also that notification bell so that you can be notified when my next videos go live. Okay, I hope you found that helpful, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.